Hello. So, welcome back to Dan's All Games Considered. That's not what it's called. Dan Plays, I guess, is what I've kind of settled on at this point. Yeah, it's finally time for Symphony of the Night, Part 5, and maybe last part. I don't know. We'll see. We covered a pretty good chunk of it last time, and I think the only real goal left is basically just finishing the game. We got the gas cloud last time, and we got the Chrysogrim. We actually have two Chrysogrims and the Morn Blade. So we're pretty much set weapon-wise. We have like the game-breaking stuff. Yeah, it is just kind of working towards the end of the game at this point, and maybe we can do it in this session. Maybe we can make it a five-parter. We're at 161.9% explored already, so yeah, might as well. So yeah, something went weird with the layout. So I kind of rearranged my little boxes over on the left side. Um, I might actually do this going forward. I shoved the cover art in my logo, such as it is. It's just clip art, but yeah, I shoved those all the way over to the left. I might keep that. We'll see. But anyway, seems to be camera and everything seem to be working at the moment. So yeah, let's get into it. I think we saved in the regular castle after going to the master librarian to buy some stuff. Um, it has been almost 2 weeks since I last recorded, so let's see what all I have. Yeah, actually, let's see. I think yeah, so we crossed the 6 hour mark actually a while ago. I should have switched to the Sunstone already, but yeah, if we're still playing at the 12 hour mark, we can switch back to the Moonstone. But might be the Sunstone from this point forward. And since we have the Mournblade and the Chrysogrim already, I don't know that we really need the Ring of Arcana anymore. So what should we put in its place? Yeah, I mean, that's a strength boost. Pretty good strength boost, too. Uh, as is, it's actually just like a weaker version of the Covenant Stone, I guess. Um, let's go with the Talisman for now. I'm also going to switch, I think, to the Beryl Circlet, which does lower a lot of stats, but sometimes it's actually worthwhile with the Circlets. Try. Let's dual wield our two Chrysogrims at this point. We do also have the Sword Familiar leveled up to the point that we can equip him too. But I don't think we really need to do that. So there's my other Chrysogrim. So yeah, with two equipped, you can actually like rock your fingers on the two fire buttons and do that. You pretty much become untouchable. I'm actually just gonna stop back at the librarian. Because I don't remember what we got last time. Actually, we already sold the gems, I'm sure. Let's see. I don't think there's really much more that we need from him, so it might actually just be worthwhile. I don't know, maybe buying some extra high potions or something. I'm just gonna prop this up real quick. That's better. Alright. Yeah, I think we have pretty much everything else we need, so I'm gonna grab a couple of high potions. And a few elixirs too, why not? Get help out in a pinch. Incidentally, the Beryl Circlet, I believe it's either the Beryl or the Topaz, but one of them, had I had it equipped with Galamoth, I would have taken pretty much no damage. Someone, and I'm sorry I don't have your name handy, but someone put that in the comments of the last part. And that does make sense, because I didn't remember having as much trouble with Galamoth, the big guy in the crypt in the reverse castle. and I think it's because I'm usually using the circlets instead of the dragging helm. So yeah, I think that's why I have more trouble with him. So I think it's the barrel circlet that works with him, and I think, if I remember right, I think in fact, it's probably one of the next bosses we'll fight, so I'll go ahead and equip it. I think that Topaz actually protects from the Beelzebub boss that we'll fight in the reverse chemistry lab, or alchemy lab, and that's probably one of the next major bosses we'll face, so... First and foremost, of course, we just need to get back to the inverted castle. What level is our familiar? He's over, I guess he is at 60. 60 is where, when the sword familiar gets to level 60, that's when you can equip him as a weapon. So, head to the teleporter. Fight the skeleton of Donkey Kong on the way up. Okay, I think that's our stop. Hi, Tabby. There's the jump. Yeah, it's been, a couple weeks since I last recorded, and I'm already forgetting some of the controls, I guess. I actually took the wrong door, but we got that big money bag there, so that's something. With the, I always forget what it's called, but the thunder gun thing. Alright, so what do we have left? Basically, in the inverted castle, there's I think we did pretty much all of the Colosseum. There's Ulrox's quarters. There's the entryway, the alchemy lab. I think that's pretty much it. The marble gallery, a lot of the marble gallery we haven't done yet. So yeah, 4 areas. And again, we're pretty loaded for bear, so we might be able to knock the rest of the game out tonight. We'll see. I think. See your work down here. I thought I had opened up a teleport room in the Royal Chapel when I see that apparently I didn't. Alright, well, I guess we'll head that way anyway. I'm actually kind of debating whether we want to do the Ulrox's quarters or the alchemy lab first, or the marble gallery, and it probably doesn't matter at this point. So, the final boss you have to get through the marble gallery anyway. So I guess it makes sense to save that for last. This is a good place to do the double Chrysogrim back and forth thing. Okay. So yeah, the third tower, I think, is where we can get into Olrox's quarters. Third tower to the right from here. You know, I'm just experimenting as I'm running through these hallways. This is rocking back and forth with two Chrysogrims equipped. This is just rapidly tapping one Chrysogrim. So I'm not sure I'm actually doing it any faster with two of them. Looks about the same to me, I don't know. So, in that case, I think I might actually switch back to a shield on my other hand. And I actually have the Alucard shield, so... I just flew right into that. Maybe it was the one on the right that was money, I don't know. Yeah, this is just one equipped. I think it's the same speed, basically. At least if you have fast thumbs like I do. That's what you get from 35 years of playing Contra, right? I should try to do that sometime. I haven't played through Contra in a while. But one of my feats, I can like reliably beat Contra with the 30 life code. I don't think I've ever one-lifed it, but I can definitely beat it without the code. But I haven't done it in a while, so I don't know. If I'm going to do it for video, maybe I should do a few like off-camera practice runs so I don't embarrass myself. But yeah, I should do Contra. And that would be a fast one, because Contra, when you actually know how to beat it like that, it's actually not very long. It's like within 20 minutes you can get through Contra, so it would actually be a pretty short video. I kind of forget, what was the store down here? Is this the teleporter that I thought I unlocked and didn't? Oh no, this is the way into the, well, what's the other one, though? So I thought the, what's above me there, I thought that was the Coliseum. Maybe it is, maybe this is Olrox's quarters here. Do they both connect into the... I'm all screwed up. Alright, well, we'll just keep exploring this area anyway. There's another enemy that looks like this big wing guy that they call Cthulhu. The other one has a squid head. This one has like an horned ape head. So I think they screwed up. I think the other one with the squid head was supposed to be Cthulhu, because, you know, that matches the description. So the one with the ape head, I guess, was supposed to be Malachi, maybe? I don't know. Something got messed up there, anyway. Ninja Star. Oh, is there a boss in Olrox's room? In this castle? Is this the mummy? Yeah, this is the mummy. Well, that was anticlimactic. Cool, death animation for the mummy, though. Starting to think the Chrysogrim might be a little overpowered. I don't know. Alright, what does that do? Rib and Flat. I think they have all the, and we're still missing. I think the power of Echo allows you to use the bats. Echo as a weapon. That's I think the only. Yeah, it's the only one we don't have. So the rib is just a constitution boost. How's Swordy doing level-wise? Oh, 61. I thought we might have gained one or two. I guess we did gain one, but anyway. We haven't done this in a while. What? Tabby, I'm just gonna. I know she's just off camera. Tabby's just actually sleeping on my lap here, but I'm starting to make my foot fall asleep. Yeah, here's another boss from the regular castle that has now become a regular enemy. And it's actually kind of annoying because the death animation on this thing has so much on screen, all these bats flying out, that it really causes some slowdown. So I'm thinking before I go through any of these side doors, I'll just explore the rest of this room. Just so we don't have to go through it and worry about the slowdown too much more. Ah, everybody's favorite Medusa heads. Oh, thanks, Swordy. This is one of those big rooms that's kind of annoying to explore. Because you have to do it in bat or mist form. You have to be able to fly anyway. So yeah, it's just like to color it in on the map, you just kind of have to like go up and down and a little forward and then up and down, or down and up again. I don't think you want to drink that green cola, Tabby. I kind of forget which level it is. One of the higher levels, anyway, for the Sword Familiar, where he actually starts doing like a slashing attack instead of his spin. Which I like the concept of the Sword Familiar. Like the whole idea is like that he becomes more and more skilled at fighting as you go on. There's the big fountain in the middle of this area, which does not turn to blood in the inverted castle like it does in the regular one, but it is flowing upward, which is kind of cool. Which again reminds me of Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Francis Ford Coppola movie, where there are like a couple of shots where they like run the footage of water dropping in reverse, so it looks like it's dripping upward, just to make it look otherworldly. There's a lot of Dracula's castles and movies that had something weird going on. Like the Bela Lugosi one had like an infestation of armadillos. I guess they just thought it was in the 30s. They thought it was an exotic-looking animal, so they had a bunch of armadillos in Dracula's castle. Or maybe they were just outside, but they were definitely in one shot. One I've never seen, and I want to see. When they filmed the Bela Lugosi, the Todd Browning Bela Lugosi Dracula in, 1933, I guess that was. They actually, like, at night on the same sets, they filmed a Spanish language version. I don't remember what actor played Dracula in the Spanish language version. But a lot of what I've read is that, like, Bela Lugosi was, like, the more iconic Dracula, but I guess a lot of people say that overall, the Spanish version was actually the better production of the two. And I've never seen that Spanish version. And I think there's some DVD set, I think, of it's either a Dracula, just of Dracula, or it's like a Universal Monsters set. But either way, I believe there is a DVD, and maybe a Blu-ray too by now. but it has, like, in the bonus features, basically, of the Bela Lugosi Dracula, it has the Spanish one also. So yeah, I need to see that Spanish one sometime. I hear it's really good. If anybody has seen it, let me know in the comments. Ooh, I almost made that jump. Alright, so now we're in, like, Olrox's quarters proper. See, I think we covered everything there. I think this room is a teleporter, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Actually wonder if, yeah, here's, this was supposed to be Cthulhu, I assume, this guy. So the guy with the ape head, I assume, is supposed to be Malachi. I mean, clearly, that's Cthulhu, if you're gonna name an enemy that. Incidentally, I was watching a while ago, I found there's several versions of it, on YouTube, like people taking, it's like it's Dolly Parton's Jolene, but Jolene is a, like a Lovecraftian horror. Let me look up real quick while I'm thinking. Well, I should probably fight this thing first. I think that's the guy that drops the Mournblade. I don't know if he drops it here, but anyway. So yeah, there's several different versions by different people of the H.P. Lovecraft Jolene. And again, it's some, like, to the same tune as the real song by Dolly Parton, and it has, it's not some actual elements of the real lyrics, but again, it turns Jolene into, like, a Lovecraftian cosmic horror. Uh, the best version, I think, the one I like the most, was by Joliet 4. So look her song up. She has a great voice too. I'll have to see if I haven't explored her channel or looked her up on. I don't know if she's on Spotify or whatever. She has a great voice too. But yeah, she had my favorite version of the Lovecraft Jolene. So check that out. Sword of Hador. It's not going to be better than the Chrysogrim, obviously. Yeah, does that do anything special? Just out of curiosity. It's a one-hander. After using the Chrysogrim, all the other weapons seem, like, really slow. So we're going to put my Chrysogrim now. Sword. There it is. Yeah, the Sword of Hador didn't seem to have any special moves or anything. Yeah, fight this guy again. Yeah, that's the guy that drops the Mournblade. Another Covenant Stone. And I'm not even wearing the Ring of Arcana anymore. So actually, if we go right, that goes into that Colosseum area that we already explored. So I think for now, we'll go down this way. Or go up this way, really, I guess, right? So this should take us into the Marble Gallery. Yeah, this is the clock room, obviously. And I don't know if it just always triggers when you come into it, but I'm not wearing the rings, obviously. But yeah, if you go up here into the room where in the regular castle you found Maria, and she gave you the holy glasses. If you go up there now, that's actually the final boss. So we're not going there yet, but we'll go into this space. Oh, this is actually I don't know if I remember that, the inverted castle version of that room in the alchemy lab where you can get any of the special weapons. And this actually has all of them. The one in the regular castle has a few of them, but not all of them. I'll stick with my thunder gun for now, but yeah, I think this is all of them. Cool. Well, I'm not going to collect it, but just while we're here, smashy smashy. I did pick something up. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, we should get the stopwatch. I think that in this castle, I think you still need the stopwatch to open the right side, which is actually the left side now. So we'll do that. Because that's just the little room where the Alucard gear was. I don't know what's there now. A couple of potions. Yeah. Nothing important, but we can color that in on the map anyway. So yeah, I'm good. This one back. Like, honestly, probably the best of the sub-weapons in this game probably is, like, the Holy Water, or one of those, but I do like the Thunder Gun. And again, that's not what it's called, I don't remember what it's actually called, but, this is a busy room. Oof. Why, he hit hard. Oh, that guy's taking some hits, but I can turn into a stinking cloud. Hey, Sword, do you want to get out on this? There we go. That guy got a lot of HP, and there's two of them, of course. I mean, I guess that makes sense if you're going with, like, the Guardian from Final Fantasy VI, right? Got a level up out of it. So yeah, this connects over to the last part. I guess we didn't do the cave, huh? Hmm. Jacko bones. Oh. Yeah. Getting my ass kicked here. All of a sudden. So yeah, I'm just gonna go up here. Because kinda near that one save point, not the second one above me. There's another path that we didn't go down, or go up, really. So we'll check that out. I think it's part of the cave, right? There. Use a save point to get this one up here. There we go. So yeah, basically if I keep going up from here, there's a pathway to go down last time. So let's see if we can jump it. Just for fun. We got every item doing this under the Master Librarian. We got every item except the Axe Sword Armor. And I'm not going to bother getting that, because that's kind of like a gimmicky item. It's fun to use, but it's not a requirement to beat the game. Like the Dracula tunic. Like, maybe that should have been, like, if they were trying to be fair, I guess. Like, the Dracula tunic maybe should have been the last item from the Librarian, just because it's very strong. We're still wearing it now. So, we'll need to get colored in on the map. And there may be a point where we want to switch to the walk armor, actually. Mana Prism. Kind of forget, I think that's just a potion you can use. Unless that's one of the ones that you have to have the fairy out to use. Oh. Yeah, this area is a pain in the inverted castle to get credit for, like, this whole area above. I may end up just leaving it. Ooh. What does that do? Big defense boost. Let's just see what the walk armor looks like. Yeah, like the walk armor is actually stronger than the Alucard mail at this point. It doesn't have the attribute bonuses like the Dracula tunic, so I think I'll stick with that for the moment. But this is the last relic that we didn't have, the Force of Echo. So this actually you can do damage with that sonar now, and it's actually quite good. Let's see damage. So yeah, the fireball does do more damage, but it's still a slow weapon. But the sonar doesn't. The sonar doesn't have the recoil, so you can fire off another shot of it a little bit faster. And I think it doesn't use MP to use it with the fireballs. The bat actually uses up MP doing that, which is not necessarily something you want because it also uses MP just to fly, just to stay in that form. So I always, and I think I usually got it earlier than this, but I always found when he can damage with the sonar, I always found that actually more useful than the fireballs. Because of course the other bonus, if you level up the bat familiar to the point that you have like 4 or 5 other bats following you, they all shoot fireballs too, and they don't shoot sonar. So, oh, it's the other doppelganger. can be only one. So yeah, especially with the Chrysogrim, you're just kind of like stun locking some of these bosses. So I guess other than like a few squares that are just too much of a pain to bother filling in, I think we've covered pretty much all of the cave at this point. Ooh, whoa. We won't go down there, but let's get this side first. I guess there's nothing over here anyway. Alright, so I guess this is like octopus hell. I don't even know what I picked up there. Hot roast. This Wayhander, what we got earlier, is a two-handed sword, of course. Pretty strong one, too. Yeah, I don't know what that other pickup was. I heard the sound for picking something up. I didn't see what the notification was. The Dark Blade. Yeah, I don't think there's really much point unless we want to, if we get into a pinch and want to switch to the Morn Blade to recover some health. Otherwise, there's not really much point in switching off of this sword. I think got something else there. I don't know what it was. Let's see if it shows up. Maybe it was the heart refresh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really see anything else. Oh, these things respawn, like while you're still in the room. So that silhouette that just flew out of me, that was the talisman going off, because occasionally that absorbs damage for you. So yeah, might as well go to the like entryway area and into the alchemy lab from there, I think. So yeah, might as well save here, but we can just kind of go to the right and make our way into the entryway that way. I thought you could get into the entryway from here, maybe not. Oh no, I see. Well, I think I see where you can do that. So yeah, I think if we kind of go through here. Oh yeah, yep, here we are. I guess we did do a little bit of the entryway already. I guess we did come this way once. We already got whatever was in the jewel sword room here. We went down there. So we'll go this way first. This dead ends. This goes back to like the actual start area of the game. I forgot about that thing. All different enemies in here. We got everything from a diddle-eyed Joe to damn if I know. It's funny, a lot of the areas that had like really good prayers in the regular castle just had like, you know, a couple potions or something in the inverted castle. So yeah, that's the actual entryway. Yeah, Sporty got him. Ooh. Alright, so I covered that, so go to the left here, and then eventually we'll kind of make our way into the alchemy lab, and that's pretty much it, I think, other than the final boss. Yeah, I think we can do it on this this session. Is that a dodo bird? Yeah, there he is again. Forgot about that. I think that's the only place that shows up. We'll do one more pass of this room. So I feel like we're probably getting some decent experience for Swordy too. One of these might be a save room. Yeah, I guess not. This way first. Another talisman. I forget where I got the first one now. Oh yeah, the save room is on this side, right? That way goes into the chemistry lab. So let's finish the rest of this area first. Ooh. Near miss with that Nova Skeleton. That beam he shoots actually does a lot of damage if it hits you. Yeah, you can't move that pillar in this castle like you can in the other one. Or is this the light of the alchemy lab? Yeah. So the other one, is there a teleport room in the entryway? Is that what that other door was? Let's find out. Oh, thanks, Sorty. Must be a teleporter. Yep. Yeah, you have 666 health. Should be like an Easter egg where you get like some special ability if you get that. Alright, so this is the other light of the marble gallery. So I guess we might as well do the rest of this first, since we'll have to go back through the Flame Star. I took a big hit there. In the process of getting that. I don't want that. Library card. Probably after we like finish everything except the final battle, I might work back to the librarian one last time. Just sell off our gems and see if there's any last minute stuff we want. Regular potion, that was barely even worth getting. There, no. Ooh, what's that? This should be a save point over here. Alright, so that goes back to block room. Ooh. He drops $1. Boy, that's some damage. Alright, so I'm not even gonna bother going through that door because we've already been there and I don't want to respawn these guys. 66 on the sword. I was gonna say I should probably have hit that save point again, but there's more blade. There we go. Alright. Should be sufficient. Yeah, I think this is the other way into the alchemy lab. Right? Yeah, might as well do this area, because I think that's pretty much all that's left. Ooh. Alright, that covers that room. This is not the one that has the breakaway floor. That's the only way you can go there anyway. Oh, good, the gremlins are back. At least the Crystal Grim wipes them and their flames out pretty quick. So, around here somewhere is the boss room from Slagra and Gabon. And it has Beelzebub in it, which is like, in this game, that boss is like a giant, like, basically, like, rotting body that throws flies at you, or flies attack you while you're just use the gas cloud for these. This shield probably is not as good as the Alucard shield, right? With the shields, you can play around with those with the shield rod too, because when you use a shield and shield rod, if you hit the buttons for both of them simultaneously, they each do a different effect. So that's a fun thing to play around with this playthrough. Just kind of playing to get through the game, basically. But if you're playing on your own, of course, you can do that. Oh, and this actually connects back to the other entrance to the alchemy lab, doesn't it? Just fill that in. Yeah, that's the door. Another former boss, now regular enemy. That's a cool screen sound effect with the like filter on it. Oh, thanks, Swordy. Swordy one-shotted her. Katana. Basic katana, is that actually all that strong to be found this late in the game? Probably not, because it's not on the list down here, so it means we probably already have one, right? Yeah. Actually, it's pretty strong, but still seems odd to have that, you know, in that hidden spot this late in the game. So, I think this is the only way we can go here. Oh, yeah. Hate those things. Let's get the other side first. I feel like. Unless I have the map backwards in my mind, which is very possible. I want to say to the right would be the boss room. Maybe not. This might be the way to the boss right here. If not. Ah, those invisible bitter flies kind of suck too. This is like a whole room of annoying enemies: the bitter flies, the gremlins, the imps. I'm just gonna land and get hit by that thing. I think this might be the boss here, yeah. So there's a few strategies for this. You can stand on like an upper platform and throw like pentagrams and other exploding items. I find it's actually easier but cheaper. Just give him a little of the old stinking cloud. Alright, so that's that. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, Ring of Arcana. But yeah, unless we get the one from jumping under the librarian, they can get that pretty late, don't they? Alright, so that completes that side, so we'll just go back to the right here and fill in that part of the map. And then I think we can look, I think that's about it. We can warp back to the library one last time, and then come back and do the final boss. You know, I'm at the hour 1 minute mark right now, so I think we can probably get this done by the. I mean, I forget. I honestly don't remember the ending that well, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't remember how long the ending takes. But maybe get this done by the hour 30 mark. Just get all these little side rooms here. I think this is the way to the. Need to go through that again. This I think is the way to the Royal Chapel, right? I guess there's still a big part of the chapel we didn't do yet. I guess the stairway area. All right, well we'll do that, and then do the library. We'll still get it done within the 2 hour range. This might be a save room. Alright, that's in there. Save over here. Oh yeah, like the whole stairway area we didn't do yet. Huh. Oh yeah, this is actually an annoying room too, isn't it? In the inverted castle. Mostly because of these archer guys. Ooh, diamond. That's a spicy meatball. I don't think I've used any of the throwing weapons in this playthrough either. I do occasionally use those. Not really that often, honestly, but some playthroughs I've used them a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I have it all this time. This is the, like, actual chapel room. It's just another one of those sword guys. Just get the whole thing filled in on the map. Very cool room. It's probably better looking in the regular castle. But, yeah, very cool background. Like 3D effect. Alright, so I think we filled in pretty much everything other than like a few little edge areas in the caves that are a pain to get to anyway. So let's use a library card. We'll go back to the librarian for now, and then we'll come back and do the final boss.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah, just get a couple elixirs, I guess.
Thank you.
We're not going to need that many of those, but there's not really anything else to spend our money on, so... These guys still won't drop that rapier. That's so weird. I usually have, like, just accidentally gotten at least a few of them by this point in the game. And again, if you get that early on, if that's actually in the early game, a very good weapon. But those Duron guys drop. Actually, for the final boss, I might want the cross. I feel like that might be a good weapon to use there. If I remember right, I haven't done the final boss in a long time on this. Now that I think about it. All right. All right. So, what's the best way to get to him? It's probably the teleporter, the one kind of above where I am, sort of above left, kind of towards the middle of the map. So we'll use the teleporter over here to get to it. So, I always do that in the Inverter Castle, the teleporter to the next floor. Up. Yep, that's our stop. That actually drops us off in Olrox's, or Orlock, or whatever you want to call them. I know it's like supposed to be Orlock and is spelled Olrox, but anyway. And there's the Cthulhu enemy that got the wrong name too. There are a few, like, little translation errors in this. Oh, we'll find a save point before we actually do the final boss. So I think you have to fight Shaft first, and then there's, I think there's another, maybe two forms of Dracula after Shaft. It's at least one or two enemies you have to fight in a row. That's the final sequence. Alright, so where's the closest save point? Okay. So we go to the left here. Or the right, I guess. Oh, of course, it's this room that you have to go through. Why wouldn't it be? Ah. Well, nice level up before the boss, that's good. How's Swordy doing? 68. Stone Sword. I don't know if I knew about that item. May petrify enemies. I don't know what that means. If you know, look it up. I'm not going to bother testing it at this point. Just going to hit the save room here. And actually, before I even save, let's equip our final equipment here. So we'll do. Might as well do the dragon helm. We'll do the. Actually, we'll do the walk armor. Twilight Cloak really only gives us a little constitution boost. I guess that's worthwhile for the end game, though. And I think I'll stick with those two accessories. But yeah, we'll do the walk armor. Dun 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 dun. Respect. Walk. What do you say? Alright, I'm just gonna bypass these guys this time. Very slowly because there's too much crap on the screen. Alright. Alright, here we go. Actually, there's probably a save room here, isn't there? Yep. Let's do the other side first. Heart refresh. Might not be the worst idea to actually switch to the fairy for the final boss, because she can use healing items for you, but we've brought Swordy this far, we might as well let him get some of the final boss. Just trying to go all the way around to max out as much as possible the walk armor by coloring in the map. Oh, it's not going to let us do the other side. Oh.
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont?
Yes, I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world must be
I'm a
cleansed
complicated man, but
before
no one
judgment can
understands me but
cross.
my woman.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other,
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side. Oh! No!
You
Oh,
claim to
no!
love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
Wonder what the line read instructions were for like that last noise he made. Oh, oh, oh. All right, final boss.
Father,
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world!
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
Behold my true form and despair!
His true form has like 3 alien xenomorph heads. Morty's getting some. Jesus is getting some. Got him.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
And we'll definitely never see him again in the Castlevania series. Actually, kind of forgot this movie here.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell, then. We'll
It's just
not meet
like,
again.
nobody understands me.
Alucard,
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
I'm sorry. I can't let him disappear from my life.
It's all right. Go after him. Perhaps you can save his haunted soul.
Thank you, Richter. Fare thee well.
And yourself, dear lady.
So, there it is. Beat Symphony of the Night in 5 parts, actually. And this last part, well, not counting the credit roll, hour 23. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I originally predicted, I think, 6 parts, so got it done a little bit faster than that. Yeah, finding that Chrysogrim, especially as early as we did, because we did the library early on in the Inverted Castle. But yeah, finding that relatively early definitely helped. How did they misspell the word programmers? This is a Konami game, man. Get it together. So, I know that was Technos, but the whole Vinny and Jimmy thing again. The Double Dragon 3. Song kind of reminds me of Eyes on Me from Final Fantasy VIII, which I'm on vacation and spring break from my side hustle, my college job. So yeah, my class is off next week, so I took that off from my day job too. So yeah, I'm off next week. I might do a I don't know where else to put it, so I might put it in the DanPlays playlist, but it won't be an actual like Let's Play video. It'll be like probably a quick and dirty, like just showing the covers of the games, but a countdown ranking of my top 10 games in the first 10 Final Fantasy games, because I played through all of them recently, like within the last 2 years. Most of them this past year I did. And some of them I beat for the first time at like 2 and 3, and 5 I did last year. Actually, 5 that was the first time I actually played all the way through 5. And most recently I did 8 and 9. 9 was the last one I did, and I kind of saved that as a palate cleanser because I suspected that that one would be better than I'd ever given it credit for, and I was right. 9, Final Fantasy 9 is an absolutely wonderful game, and I wish I had given it more of a chance. 20 plus years ago, in 2000, I guess that was 2000 that came out. So yeah, 24 years ago, I wish I'd given it more of a chance. But yeah, Final Fantasy 9, wonderful game. But before that, I did Final Fantasy 8, which I never liked. I never got past, I think, like Disc 2. I forced myself through the rest of Final Fantasy VIII. I don't like that game. Spoiler alert for when I do the countdown list. It's the only one I have a net negative opinion on. And it's number 10 on my top 10 Final Fantasy. Top 10 of the first 10 Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 10, I've always kind of poked fun at and stuff. overall, I came away doing that one recently with a much stronger opinion of it than I ever had. I still like Titus is still a bad protagonist, and there's some writing issues. But overall, I actually enjoyed playing through 10, and there's a lot about that game I do like. Um, there are a few positive things I will say about 8. Like, it has great music. It's a little bit more, I think it's Uematsu for the whole game, but I feel like he was doing a little bit more of a jazz influence on the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack, and there's some fantastic tracks in it. It's a great soundtrack. Some of the art direction is nice, but man, those mechanics, that stupid junction system. Ugh. And the final boss is so cheap. She like how she wipes out like everything you have junction to a particular stat. Like I had Zelda in my party for the final boss, and she like wiped out whatever spell he had junction to his strength. So he basically was useless for the rest of the fight. I was relying a lot at the end of the game on Quistis and her blue magic, and blue magic has emerged as one of my favorite Final Fantasy mechanics, incidentally. But yeah, I had her doing Ray Bomb like every chance I got. Like I kept her as much as possible in low HP and was using her Ray Bomb skill, which was doing more even with like a good junction from a magic stat. It was all still doing more than Ultima was for me. So yeah, I relied on that a lot. But yeah, Janelle just became when she wiped out his strength stat, he became completely useless. It was so cheap. But yeah, that stupid junction system and the enemy scaling and well, I'll get into it when I won't rant anymore on it now. I'll do that when I do the actual countdown video. But anyway, so yeah, that's Chris Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Anyway, fantastic game, fantastic art direction. Like the only real negatives on this game, I think, there's a couple of translation issues. Some of the voice acting is questionable, although I don't know that that really detracts from it because a lot of it's endearing and a lot of it's kind of become classic lines and stuff. The whole "What is a man?" Which actually Dracula was one of a handful of good voice actors in it. Dracula, Alucard, and I guess Maria was okay. Um, but yeah, Richter was like completely flat. The succubus was way over the top. Shaft was, at least his screaming was kind of over the top. Uh, Death was good, actually. Death was a good voice. Um, So yeah, the voice acting, that's not a huge issue. But yeah, there are a few little translation glitches, and I still kind of wish that you could sell off extra items from your inventory. Like, even if it made you keep one of each item, if you could sell off extras, you can make more money that way. Maybe that's why they didn't let you do it, because maybe it will make it kind of game breaking. But yeah, I don't know. Decluttering the inventory better than just sorting it would have been nice, I think. But those are real minor points. It's a great game. It's a classic for a reason. So yeah, if you haven't played Symphony of the Night, play this one. Um, I would argue the best. I would argue it's not the first quote unquote Metroidvania, and again, I still argue that it really should just be Metroid style gameplay, not Metroidvania. But yeah, it wasn't the first game in the series to attempt that. I don't think. I would say Simon's Quest did it, but this did it far better than Simon's Quest for sure. Um, and kind of opened up a new, like it kind of split the Castlevania timeline to some classic style games and then the Metroidvania style games, and the Metroidvania ones through the GBA and the DS games especially kind of became the dominant thread in the series. But yeah, classic for a reason. Great game, beautiful art direction, great music. It's well worth playing if you haven't before. I don't know what it's available on. I don't even know if it's available on streaming, well, not streaming, but any like eShops or anything like that. I don't. Is it even in on any of the Castlevania collections that are out? I don't know. The only one of those I have so far is the Advanced Collection, because I don't have. Well, I think I do actually have Circle of the Moon on GBA, but I didn't have the other two GBA games, and I have a pre-order on the physical copy of the Dominus Collection, which is the DS games, because I've never played any of those. But I know there was the Castlevania, like just Castlevania collection, which is like the original, the NES trilogy. I think Castlevania 4, Bloodlines. That might be all of them on that one. Because I think Dracula X is actually on the Advanced Collection for some reason. Now that I think about it. But yeah, like the original version of Rondo, the non-Dracula X version, I don't know that that's on any collections yet, and I don't know if this one is either. It should be. It probably will be at some point if it's not already. Anyway, that's what I have. Hour 32. That's a good place to call it. So thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. And next time I do a DanPlays, I don't know. If, I'll probably do something during my spring break. Actually, cast that Final Fantasy countdown list. I'll probably do at least one actual gameplay video of what I don't know. But I'll come up with something. Maybe I'll try to do that Contra one, which would be a real short one. But um, so yeah, I'll be back with something. I'd like to do at least one or two board games on vacation too, so we'll see if I get to those. I don't want to say any absolutes because whenever I do that, then it ends up not happening. So anyway, we'll be back with something soon, and keep an eye out, especially on DanPlays if you're into these videos, and I'll do something in the next week or two. So yeah, have a good night. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you again.